Hey team, Richard Tubb here at Uptime Live in London, huge MSP event. Some of the top MSPs throughout UK and Europe coming together in one place. And talking of top MSPs, here is a company that is known for being at the cutting edge of managed service technology. Arjun from SuperOps, how are you doing today, my friend?
All good, Richard.
Yeah.
Really happy, excited to be here.
Well, you've made the long journey across from India for this show. So why are you here at Uptime Live?
We first had a conversation with Brad and Jason when one of our prospects asked us for an integration with Uptime.
Of course.
To be honest, we started hearing that name a lot more over the last year and a half. And we sort of decided, you know what, it's time we had a conversation.
Yeah.
And instead of anyone else from the team, it was Jason and Brad jumping on the call directly with us. That was pretty sweet. They understood what we're doing, who our customers were, and they also mentioned some customers of theirs were requesting for an integration with SuperOps.
Yeah.
So we got started on that journey and we started working on that from the product point of view. And then they mentioned they're hosting an event for the first time and they've got the community coming together.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no better place than to be here amongst all the MSPs and speaking to all of these professionals, right?
Yeah.
So we decided to come over, say hi. There was some other events that have been happening around as well. October is pretty packed for MSPs too. This is one of those events where we want to show up, have some conversations, and it's been great.
And what you say about Uptime, Jason and Bradley, great company as we know. SuperOps, you've got very similar culture and it's all about being responsive to what the
100%.
MSPs ask for. So can we expect that sort of integration in the near future, do you think?
Yeah, 100%. So
Yeah.
we've already gotten started on that conversation with Brad and Jason.
Good.
And the teams are working together. We sort of want to get that integration live on both of our platforms. So Uptime customers can sort of pull in their SuperOps information directly, and SuperOps users can sort of outsource their services to Uptime when they're away.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So that's really the idea. And I really got to appreciate Brad and Jason jumping on that call immediately and following up and being on top of it. You don't see a lot of founders being involved in all of these conversations from start. That's pretty similar to how it works with our founders, right?
Yes.
I like that. It's the same synergy here as well.
Yeah, well, I remember introducing Arvind and
Yeah.
Jason and Bradley at a previous conference, and they hit it off straight away. I was like, keep an eye on this one, see where it goes. So it speaks to all of you that you're getting together and doing
100%.
this for the MSPs.
Yes.
Now, SuperOps, all sorts of things happening. So tell us what's new and exciting at SuperOps.
We've been building a lot over these last 3 years, right? Over time, we've realized that we got to sort of start scaling and supporting some of these larger MSPs
Yeah.
operations, right? We started off helping the smaller ones. We want to scale to growth. And as some of these larger MSPs are coming on board, there's more complexity to their operations. And we've sort of redone our entire policies. We've redone our contracts and our invoicing frameworks. We've got some more integrations coming in. We've got some really interesting AI updates that we've launched as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, a bunch of new updates over the last 3.5, 4 months. And we've got some exciting updates coming up for the next couple of months before the end of the year as well.
Yeah, something you said there I want to address, and that is if people had asked me about SuperOps maybe 3 years ago, the perception was it was for maybe nimble MSPs, for things
Yeah.
like that. I know for a fact from the show today and from speaking to you, you just mentioned Jason and Bradley at Uptime, who's the MSPs they work with are not
Much
small,
more. 100%.
they are not immature, they are very mature, growing MSPs. SuperOps is landing a lot of bigger, more mature MSPs. So
Correct.
does that bring new challenges for you?
It definitely does bring new challenges. I want to look at it positively because when we began that journey, we took up this whole community building approach where we come in with a lot of experience of having built business solutions in our past, but we wanted the MSPs to tell us what to build for here,
Sure.
right? Like you yourself was helping us identify what are the problems to solve for. Similarly, these MSPs have been telling us as we scale, what are some of the areas that we need to optimize SuperOps for so it suits their business. We might not be able to have some of the MSPs on board today, but we certainly will with time because we want to build and solve for those challenges differently, right?
Yeah.
We want to innovate a little bit. So the whole time tracking experience, that's already been there with a lot of PSAs. We've taken a different approach here in terms of how we want to track time, how we want to calculate profitability and bring in all of those changes. Just innovate a little bit there and you're going to see all of that come to fruition.
Yeah. SuperOps, definitely a company to keep your eye on. If you've not heard me talk about them enough, they are one to keep an eye on. They are revolutionizing the way managed services is done. So love you guys. Best
Thank
of
you.
luck with what's coming next, and
Thank you.
we'll keep our eye on you.
Kind as always, Richard. Thank
Cheers,
you.
mate.
Cheers.